Gabba the game night, Gabba the game night, Gabba the game night, yeah.
Hey, it's Gabba the Game Night here, and I am back playing some more things. Right, it's Turn Man Vizzy. He is playing, and it's February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright?
Huh? What?
Are trials always like this with you?
Yes.
Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there?
Yep. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner.
Fucking cowboy.
Say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up his temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
Back in Texas. Officer Marshall.
Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? Well, what is going on over there anyway?
I bet the original wasn't he was just your average American.
All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall, the whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. Saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the awards ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth seen it, too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh, why would you put steak sauce on ribs? Put barbecue sauce on ribs. Put steak sauce on a fucking steak.
I don't eat any
like
of it, so. February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. I should have taken a sip of water before we started, but I'm going to drink it now.
I'm going to take a sip of water now.
I'd like to resume. I'm very confused.
What's up? The judge keeps looking over the prosecution.
Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets, literal bullets. That full brow, those blinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is bent.
Are you getting a blowjob under that desk?
It can't be, this can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it is time we continue on with this trial. General Galvez had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
Excuse me.
Who's there? This guy. This guy.
What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Hooey.
Who on earth is he?
Do you have a voice today for him, so I take him?
Whatever you want is fine with me.
Okay. Ah, it's you! Sorry I'm late, Udgy. The roads are packed, it's just me. Long time no see. Gee, how you been? Spend much these days? I feel like I'm not doing my voice how I wanted it.
I'm sorry.
Ah, hello. No, I've been so busy.
Do you want to tag out?
Do you have an idea?
I don't know. I can try.
So try.
Busy schmizzy, Gee, my boy. You have to make time to relax.
Yeah, something like that. Was I doing something like that?
Kinda.
Okay, then I can take back over. Okay, I just need to hear it from someone else.
You just needed to be a little more up. You were a little too close to your kid from the Still Samurai.
What's up, Aji? Hey, what's up? How you doing, man? What's up, Aji?
Yes, indeed.
Aji seems to be a nickname for this judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Oh, I'm sorry, but who the fuck are you?
Aha, so you're Wright, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son.
Thanks. Yeah, wow.
So sorry about her little Woody giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly.
Little Worthy?
Mr. White, you don't know the district chief of police?
Chief of police?
He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district.
Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
Damon.
Damon?
Yeah.
It's not Damon? That's where I put it down. That's Damon.
Well, I would read it Damon.
I've just been playing Baldur's Gate then. I swear there's a character called Damon.
Well, this ain't Baldur's Gate 3, and that's one of the ways you can spell Damon, so...
Fine, Damon Gant.
Pleased to meet you, everyone!
Maybe it is Damon. I don't know.
So, to what do we owe this honor today?
Damon? So I'm very confused over here.
2 years since you last came in this courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's Willie here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
Hey, that's... my sister's muffler. So Miss Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. Where's the proof of that?
But I think it was stuffed into their exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less.
On little Worthy's car, no less. I think we probably should have done something more like that, but it's okay.
Oh, yeah. Could have done that. Do you want to do something like that?
Oh, no, you've already... Look, we're committed now, man. We don't change voices.
It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
No matter how bad they are.
I just want to go more jolly and friendly with them.
I was doing like a Santa Claus voice.
Oh, what's this?
No, that's your judge voice.
No, yeah. I'm
Oh,
saying,
you're
what's
doing-
this? I'm doing the line.
I thought you were trying to do a Santa. Never mind.
Ho, ho, ho. So you call a switchblade knife?
Yeah, no. I don't feel that. So I got a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running?
And wearing.
Why is it orange?
You look like a Nazi.
Mr. Edgeworth.
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If you investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? And now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had... You hid in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
I'll expect a written apology.
What? Are you serious? Do you want to take over with that voice?
No, just go.
You seem to really want to take over with that voice.
Just go.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
I want to play Lego DC Super.
It's kind of major blunders, unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gah. According to substance, new evidence.
Motherfucker, do you want to take over all the voices? I can leave.
Rural.
On Maddie's channel now. Maddie the Game Night.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like to go back and watch the Poke Park video?
But I'd like to ask the defense of you before.
Would you like to watch that episode of Tome where we lost the audio? And it literally was just me doing every voice in the game?
Look, at least I do voice nowadays.
Yes?
Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at this blade of this knife. Oh yeah, there's a knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
The judge stabbed himself. Could you open up for me, I wonder?
Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch, and...
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I won't be able to pound my gavel anymore. You have to.
If I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it.
Oh, it's automatically going to, isn't it?
Yep.
Very slowly.
This is a weird game.
Oh, now we have to interact. Well, use the press the switch button.
Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood.
Who broke this knife?
Switchblade knife added to court record. Switchblade knife found at this crime scene. Wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached.
This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I'd like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between prosecutors and police, and this knife. Sure thing, not a problem, not even a little one, really. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. What a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hazardous information, Algie. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order, order, order! Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top-secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think you understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright?
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Department in disorder.
I guess we should start pressing, huh?
Yeah. I don't think I have any contradictions.
Excuse me, special?
Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else.
Might that special thing be this little tag?
Sorry, Wright-o, but I can't say that now, not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? It's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something, a muffler. Unless there's evidence. Oh wait, no, don't be green, goddammit.
This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes a connection to the case, don't you?
See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Wright-o.
Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can, Wright-o. Evidence that links... Wait a minute, Wright-o, don't you start that shit. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presuming...
Yeah, wait, no.
Is it the note?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, it's upside down.
Yeah. Should have tried presenting the piece of evidence that had me stumped all this time.
So, how are things down at the department?
Should I keep pressing?
You can just go back and present. Okay, all health regenerated. Note the note.
I know, I just wanted to look at it. Am I not allowed to do that now?
Okay, no. You're looking
I'm looking upside down.
Almost that, but to the left.
There we go. SL9, 2.
Yep, SL9.
Wait a second. Hold it now.
That's an honest-to-goodness objection.
This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean?
And honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Aji? This is great.
Look at the tag on this knife. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL9, 2.
And this important why?
Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim.
What's this? 6 minus 7S 12/2?
Nope. Your Honor, it's upside down.
Upside.
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get?
His twos are perfectly symmetrical. Like, exactly the same.
Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9. That's the same thing that was written on the knife tag. Order, well, Chief?
Well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto.
I win? What game is this guy playing?
This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. I guess we gotta press the evidence room.
So this knife was stolen?
Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say? Was it, in fact, a murder weapon?
Nice. Good show, Lowworthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved.
So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
Do we have anything to present, though?
Well, we haven't pressed everything.
Yeah, but it's new tag. I guess, yeah, we could get new information. Like a new piece of evidence, maybe.
Something happened at the police department too, huh?
You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry.
So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed?
Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy with what? What, with Lana's case and all?
Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day?
Insert text here.
On the same day the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department.
That's a fact, surprising, isn't it, Aji?
I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
Just arrested? That was quick.
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto.
I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case.
Ooh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
Okay, Gotta think hard about this. What do you want to know? I mean, when they died, the time went. We gotta, like, connect this somehow. Maybe how they were killed? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll connect it to the knife.
Well, how was the detective killed?
How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife.
But a knife?
That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman.
That's the spirit we're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same.
What do you mean?
There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death.
It seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. Five. 5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office.
What?
Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances?
Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection?
How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Whiteo. You understand?
Well, I don't understand, Whiteo.
Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there's something that ties the two murders together?
Whatever it is, I'd better find it and get to the bottom of this. Two detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office, and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife! What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out.
Is there more to see on the knife? Or does it something to do with the, it was stolen from the evidence? I need to really investigate. No, I'm not seeing like it. Can't look at the broken body tip. Or I can look at the tag, but...
It does remind me of a similar code, like the DL6 incident.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the case number? That's weird. What?
I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either.
Yeah, that's talking about the note.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only new evidence we got was it was stolen from the department's evidence room. That's the new information.
So this knife was stolen? Did we do this already?
Yeah, on the day of the murder. So that'd be something presented at the first part, right? If it's a new piece of evidence. It's the only new part that was added. I don't think we can press to get any more information, and plus we already know where and
So what do you think we're supposed to? Where do you think we're supposed to present?
I don't know, but that's the only new
What
piece
is?
of text. This part.
That's the new part?
Yeah, remember we showed the note and then
This
It was
knife
like,
was
yeah,
evidence in a case. It was stolen from the
was it that?
department's
It was that part, right?
I don't know.
There's no other part. I think the first part was new. Right?
I guess.
I got no clue. We have his ID, but not much to do with it. Yabba dab? Yabba dabba do!
Rural.
Anything on the back? Can we flip it around?
I was fixing to do that.
Let's just... We'll go around. Yeah, not really much to read there. Anything else we have? Not much for that.
Oh, I like the fact it's a hand holding a shield. That's neat.
Yeah. Oh, you can look at the bottom.
Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. The names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow. One guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime.
And she says that his name does have kind of a ring to it.
Fucking Von Karma.
Objection!
Yeah, not much more here. Drawn from the evidence room. When, where, how, why? What are we presenting here? That there's more of a connection? How do we prove that there's more of a connection? I mean, they're both stabbed at 5:15. I mean... I have no clue. I am stumped here.
I mean, it's not because of the date on here, is it?
What is the date?
2/21, the date of the murder.
Yeah, that's today. We couldn't present that in the not connected.
To what?
I mean, I don't see why it'd be for this section. Maybe for a different section of the case. 2/21.
I mean, you have the code for the case with today's date written on it.
Yeah.
Or with the date of the murder.
But we've already presented the note, so if we present it, do we present it again, or?
I mean, it's reasonable. I don't know what else we've got.
Maybe we should look through his testimony again. I mean, it has to be this first part if that's the new section. Nothing is like throw the knife at him. Look at this knife. This is the knife that was stolen. Ugh. Why was it in the muffler? So on a bad day, I will call the police department. I've already pressed it all this.
You sure we didn't miss anything?
I don't know. We can try pressing on everything again. Just double check. Knife was stolen on the day of the murder.
You've definitely done that.
It was a bad day. Detective killed.
Yeah, we did that.
I mean, no harm in repressing.
Yeah.
The same day. Call the police department. I've already got how the victim was killed. Where they were found, it would be at the police department, and when the victim died. I mean, I could ask either of those.
So tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. That could be important.
The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that.
The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
There's the connection between the two cases.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details.
So what do we do?
Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
You don't say. Well, out with it, Whiteo. What's your connection?
Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
Not to mention the victim had on him the case number of the knife's evidence tag.
And we also know that the detective murdered at the police. We also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
You two make a good pair. Took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all.
Can we get the information unofficially?
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
What? Really? Who would have guessed?
I cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him.
Do you want the ID number?
Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We can keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't get your hopes up. The number is 5842189.
I remember that number.
5842189.
That's quite long.
You have to remember these. It drives me nuts.
82. I can't do it.
You didn't even get the first number right.
Well, Mr. White, did this tell you anything? Did that relate to Goodman's ID out of it all?
Kind of seems like it was close to it.
Tried looking at?
5842189.
The exact same. Goodman was murdered twice.
Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think.
Meaning?
I'm in the void now.
Has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you?
Witness.
Long pause. Long pause. What is it, Mr. White? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
No, it's just... I got confused.
And this is news. Fuck off, Angela. Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do.
The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Whiteo. Personal ideas are top secret.
That's personnel, but...
Shut up.
Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189.
And this means what exactly? Is no one listening? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief order. That started with an 82. I've forgotten.
You didn't even get the first number right. Again! The number the Chief of Police gave us, was 584-2189.
Wait a second, White. What does this
mean? That's what I want to know. The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that?
Oh, sharp as tack, White-O, sharp as a tack.
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room at the exact same time.
That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location. Order, order, order! Chief, what does this mean?
Yo, what if Phoenix Wright was an action platformer?
No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case.
Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait. Didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, there goes.
What? How dare?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Officer Meekins?
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait,
Excuse me, but this is Mr. Anyone on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the Chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
You don't mean him?
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman, murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
Gah! Why didn't the officer tell me?
honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
In any case, this is a serious error, gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I...
No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy.
What?
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law,
Well, Mr. Wright?
It's,
Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So, what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright, my boy.
I was just doing my job.
No. No! It seems we have come to the end of this trial.
I know you're going to a tough time, Worthy, with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me 1 day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened if it's the last thing I do.
He had better get results this time. Really?
You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. Skill issue, Edgeworth. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned. Alright. Well, thanks for watching this episode of Gabba the Game Night. Like and subscribe. Good job, VSC, and most importantly,
5842189.
good night.
Gabba the Game Night, Gabba the Game Night, Gabba the Game Night, yay. Come on and watch him play. Games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.